Welcome to this video on your department orientation titled Intro to Moodle. At the end of this video, you should be able to log into Moodle, access courses that you've been enrolled to, look at posts and post to the discussion forum, and access assignment statements and upload submissions. So without any further ado, let's begin and dive into Moodle. Let's start with a fairly simple one, logging into Moodle. So you open your internet browser of choice, mine is Google Chrome, and then type in courses.iitm.ac.in. This will take you to the Moodle website. On the top left, on the top right corner, you will see a button called login. Click on this link. Type in your username. This is your LDAP username. It is typically your roll number if you're a student, and the LDAP password. And then click enter, and this takes you into Moodle. Now let's move on to accessing enrolled courses. Before that, what are enrolled courses? So while you are at IIT, you will take many courses, and a part of taking courses is attending courses online, accessing courses online. The idea is that the instructor will post either recorded sessions of their videos or assignments where you will have to submit to them online on a course page on Moodle. So that's what Moodle is mainly for. But to be able to interact with the course, you have to first enroll to it. And the way you enroll is either the course will be open for self-enrollment. For example, if you go to the site home and search for the course details or the course number, right, it will display the course and in all likelihood the year that the course was for. So this is July November 2020, the current version of Digital IC Design is going on. But if it were the start of the year, there would be an option to enroll to this course. Either you enroll this way, or you are automatically enrolled for when you register for this course through workflow. So let's say you are enrolled into Digital IC Design and you enter it. This is the Digital IC Design course homepage. The idea is now, after coming onto the homepage, you can look up and post to the discussion forum, access course resources, and most importantly, access assignment statements and upload submissions. Now let's go and look at the discussion forum. The discussion forum is generally present in most courses that are on Moodle. It's a place where announcements are made typically, or reminders for assignments are posted, or where generally even students come forward and post topics for discussion. So for example, there is a doubt related to quiz 5 over here, and nobody has responded to it, but typically the TAs will respond to the doubts that you post on the discussion forum, and you can post a discussion topic here as well. Another thing that you can do while you're on the course page is you can look at the lecture videos if they are available, that are generally uploaded onto Moodle as well. So there are a lot of lectures that happen, so there are a lot of lecture videos. Now with the course being online so much, because of the pandemic and not being able to have face-to-face classes, lectures are split in week-wise basis. So the idea is you have 5 to 6 lectures per week. You can see W1 week 1, W2 week 2. And if you want to watch a video, you right click on it and click open link in new tab. And this will take you to wherever the video is hosted, which in this case is the NPTEL video for introducing Digital IC Design. And one more thing, quizzes. So a part of taking courses online is also taking quizzes online. Quizzes can be weekly or bi-weekly based on the lecturer. And if you want to take a quiz, you just click on it, and of course this quiz is expired, but if the quiz were active, you would be able to take the quiz and attempt it. Further video will take you through how to access quizzes and how quizzes are usually done online. Other than that, there are other course resources like the course website, or even if you would want to drop the course, you can ask for that to happen as well. Moodle is useful for submitting assignments. So the assignments are if you're in a course that has a good assignment portion for marks, which most courses usually are that are on Moodle, you will have to access assignments like this. Come to the assignment and read the assignment statement, The assignment statement is generally very well explained. And then scroll down to the submission status. Over here it says that I haven't submitted the assignment. It says that the assignment is not graded. The idea is that you have to click on add submission and then drag and drop files as per the assignment requirement and click on save changes. Once you click on save changes, your assignment submission will be put forward. You can of course resubmit and overwrite previous submissions until the assignment deadline. After the assignment deadline, it depends on a course by course basis whether you can resubmit or the submission becomes locked. Typically, after assignments are submitted, the TAs will grade them and provide comments over here, or they grade it once and don't provide comments. Another part of Moodle is messages. So the idea is that professors or TAs generally communicate things to students in a broadcast in announcements, but they can of course also communicate to students personally through messages. So for example, you can see that I have a message from Professor Janaki Raman of the Digital IC Design course, and this is the message, but the message also appears in my email. So the idea is that the email that is managed by IIT Madras, which is your smail @smail.itm.ac.in, the message that the professor sends will usually come as an email to you as well, with the following preceding text that this is a copy of a message sent to you at courses. So please keep checking your email regularly so that even if you miss some message that was sent, you can always find it on your email. So that concludes this video on introduction to Moodle. Of course, there will be topics that are not covered over here. Moodle is pretty nifty and has a lot of things that you can do with it, but this covers the basics, and if you feel like there is something that you're not able to do, feel free to email the instructors or the TAs of the course, and they will surely help you out with anything that you need. All the best at IIT Madras.